Some 2,500 athletes lined the streets just outside the High Performance Centre in Pretoria for the annual Best Made Tuks Half Marathon. Add the 3,700 runners to the 10 kilometers and that's quite a field. The half marathon got underway at 6 a.m. and what started as an easy course showed a bite after halfway, which would explain the more conservative approach the athletes had as the gun went off. Soon, though, a group of around 10 athletes had made the break, including the likes of Tanzania's Lamek Mziwa, Lucas Yani, and Vuyisile Chaba. On the women's front, Renee Karma had only Kataza Shipalaya for company, the latter having had a fantastic start to 2015. The Best Made Tuks Half Marathon has become one of the more popular races to compete in, with its festive atmosphere along the route, the tree-lined streets, and the good organization. None of that, though, is of a concern to the leading pack. They have only one thing on their minds: racing. But no race in Tshwane would be complete without a pass of the hallowed turf of Loftus, as Karma and Shipaliwa still watch each other like hawks. The race then goes through the campus of the University of Pretoria, showing off its old heritage. The lead bunch is now whittled down to 5, with Msiwa, Yani and Chaba looking threatening. But the sting in the tail is about to make itself felt. It was all flat and downhill till now, but what goes down must come up. 13 kilometers just passed and the lead group is now down to 3, with Chaba battling to hang on to Msiwa and Jani. Just under 2 kilometers left and Chaba is back in contact with Jani. But Msiwa has bolted. Less than a kilometer to go now for Msiwa as runners pass the High Performance Centre. But Jani hasn't thrown in the towel as he pushes hard to chase down the Tanzanian. Less than 20 meters separate the first two and there are around 250 meters left in which to close the gap. Jani is giving it a good go and on this climb it almost seems as though he could do it. But Msiwa's final kick proves decisive. Renee Karma, meanwhile, has broken away from Shipalawa as she makes her way through what is known as Proefplaas on the campus terrain. Shipalawa is around a minute off Karma's pace, who's deep in marathon training. Renee Karma then comes through for a comfortable win, well on target for a good race at the Vienna Marathon. The winning time showed just how tough the second half of the race was. Tanzania's Lamek Msiwa just able to hold off Lucas Jani of Transnet, while Renee Karma had a more comfortable win.
Die eerste 10 kilometer is regtig nogals maklik en dan die tweede 10 of die tweede helfte is nogals staf en dan moet jy vasbyt en hard met jouself praat. Maar ja, ek is regtig dankbaar vir die wen. Die meeste tweede was Katja, sy het gelukkig my 'n goeie go gegee en omtrent tot 16 km saam met my gehardloop. So dit het eintlik vandag baie gehelp.
The 10-kilometer race got underway half an hour after the half marathon, with the course effectively being the first half of the half marathon. So fast and flat, and some good times were expected. Rutando Nyahora was a clear ladies' favourite in the 10 kilometers in the absence of the Palula twins, Mapaseka Makanya and Nolene Conrad. Whilst with no Stephen Mokoka or Gladrum Zazi in the men's race, it was all left to his training partner Skumbuzo Sime to set the pace. And a pace he set. By 2 kilometers, Nyahora was beginning to edge away, but marathon and ultra specialist Caroline Wisman was having a storming race. Sime, in the meantime, had been caught by Khosi Tsusani as the two leaders were about to enter campus terrain and meet up with some of the backmarkers of the half marathon. But by 8 kilometers, it was all over except the shouting. Sime had put in surge after surge and Tsusani had no answer. Sime will know this part of the route very well. It's where he spends hours and hours training with the likes of Stephen Mokoka, Gladrum Zazi and Precious Mashele. But he won't be thinking about any of that. Rather, thoughts of victory will be going through his head. And in the end, it was a fairly comfortable win. Rutindo Nyahora had controlled the race from start to finish. The Zimbabwean had planned to make her debut in the marathon on the 1st of March, but decided to rather focus on the shorter stuff for now. But a dominant run here for Nyahora. Kumbuzo Sime just missing out on his lifetime best, but still a solid win for the son of coach Michael Sime, who looks after Mokoka, Mzazi and Mashele amongst others. Nyahora too strong for Wisman, but she'll be ecstatic with this run.
Yeah, the race was fine, but I'm surprised with my performance because I haven't started my speed work. But the race was fine. I just tell myself from the word go that no, I have to go. If anything is going to happen or change, it might be happening on my way. So it was fine. I enjoyed my race. Everything was fine.
It's a good course. It's a nice fast course.
Yeah, it's a good course. Especially this race, I use it like to check myself if I'm good for Spallet because now I did 23 minutes. So now I only have to work on. I have to work on my speed because I can see that I don't have like enough speed. Because last year I did 34 minutes and this year I did 35 minutes. It's not that much bad, but I have to work on my speed for the Spallet races.
The race is very nice. The route is very nice. Probably my people along the way, and I've enjoyed the race. I was expecting a much faster time this year. Since last year I ran 30:28. So this time I was expecting more fast time. And I hope that Steven and Zazi will come and join me. But they are preparing for something else. Then the race wasn't that fast after all.